It's been weeks of sharing with you stories of young people who have gone against all odds to make a difference in their community, in the society, and in the world at large. Welcome once again to the Trip Show with me, your host, Afrakuma. I'm always excited to bring you the show, and today I have another young person who is also serving humanity in his own way. I'm excited to introduce to you Yaw Brenya of the Brenya Foundation. Hello, Yaw.
Hello, Afrakuma.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're looking so good. No, so handsome.
Thank you very much.
I'm the first to give you fancy.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
And I'm pleased.
Oh, gosh. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get rolling. Tell us about yourself. Who is Yaw Brenya?
Okay, so Yaw Brenya is a social entrepreneur.
Okay.
I believe I can do my best to improve human and social welfare.
Okay.
And I have devoted myself to doing that.
Okay. Let's talk about your educational background. Where did you go to school?
Okay.
You can start from junior high school.
Okay, so I attended University Junior High School at Cape Coast.
Okay.
And I moved from Cape Coast to Ebri in the Eastern region, where I continued. So I continued at Ebri Demonstration Junior High School.
Demonstration?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'll see it.
Sure. And I forwarded to Mampong Presbyterian Senior High School, that's Mampong Presec, at Mampong in the Eastern region.
Okay.
Yes. And from there, I advanced to University for Development Studies, Wa Campus.
Okay.
EDS Wa Campus.
Okay, so are you done with EDS?
I am.
Okay. And what are you doing currently, apart from your social enterprise?
Okay, so as you well know, we just finished our national service.
Oh, okay.
And so I am into the foundation work full-time now.
Wow. Why did you decide to become a social enterprise? Because you could have done anything, I mean.
I could have.
Yeah. So why social enterprise?
So I had a lot of options, but I had to consider my interests. I had to consider what I really wanted to do, what really made me happy. And what really makes me happy is seeing that, is realizing that I have done something to contribute to a greater good, something bigger than me. I envision walking through my town or walking through communities just out proud and feeling good.
Okay. Where do you come from?
I come from
Every. Okay. So when did you start Brenya Foundation?
Okay, so I would say 28th February 2020 this year.
Just this year?
Just this year.
Wow. How many projects have you done so far?
We have 3 achievements by far.
Wow.
3 projects by far.
Okay. So what do you, before you talk about your achievements, what do you do at Brenya Foundation?
Okay, so the Brenya Foundation is basically a multi-purpose organization devoted. What I mean by multi-purpose is that we are into operational activities as well as advocacies. So these are all aimed to improve human and social welfare through sustainable development and humanitarian activities.
Okay. Okay, so before we continue, let's take a look at their works.
Hello guys, I am David. Today Mindset Ghana brings us some of the safety tips to prevent ourselves from getting coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. Firstly, wash your hands with soap under running water. 2. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, ears and mouth. Avoid crowded places. Stay home when you feel unwell. Seek medical care as soon as you develop symptoms. Guys, this situation is just temporal. Trust me, you can win this fight. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome back once again. So let's talk about your achievements. These are works you've done recently.
Yes.
Right. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so
What's the first project?
The first project was a sanitation project.
Okay.
We did the piloting at Ebri Gardens.
Oh.
So what we are doing is that we are launching activities across the country. And so we call this the Ebri Gardens chapter.
Okay.
It basically entailed, we organized some junior high schools, about 5 of them. So they had 2 groups across all the schools in the township for a cleanup exercise at the gardens.
Did you partner with Epi Gardens or you did it solely alone?
I would say we did it solely.
Okay.
They were the avenue or they were the venue, so we wanted to help them.
Okay, so they didn't support in any way apart from giving you the venue.
Oh, okay, so they provided the sweeping materials, all other materials that we needed to execute the activity.
Okay, okay. So let's talk about the second project.
The second project is what we call Flower Ghana. Flower Ghana is an investment into the sustenance of our national reserves. We believe these national reserves attract foreign investments. They promote tourism. And so in our bid to also promote tourism and ensure economic growth, we are investing ourselves into maintaining some of these places. You consider a place like the Fua Sutherland Park, and you're like, what's going on at the place right now? So in our bid to help the country, we are considering some of these places, and so we will do our best to renovate and provoke development of it.
Okay. So are you aiming at doing this yearly, quarterly? Because, I mean, let's give ourselves 2-3 months to come and you will go back and see the same thing. Who is monitoring it? Or we have to go back and you see the same thing and you do it again? Yeah.
I
that
like
is
that
one
question.
thing. That is one issue we have in our country.
Yes.
Yeah. So how are you doing that?
Okay, so I really love that question.
Thank you.
And what we do is that we are interested in sustainable activities.
Okay.
So whatever we do has to be sustainable.
Sustainable.
And so before we even execute a plan or a project, we have a commission that sits on the project, deliberates on how best to execute it before we do it. And so we have an integrated approach and a sustainable approach to it. Whatever we do is lifelong. For instance, we have a tree planting exercise. So you ask yourself, how are the trees going to be managed once you put it in the ground? We have monitoring teams.
So you go there every day?
We go there every day. Not necessarily every day, but weekly, on a weekly basis. Yes, on a weekly basis.
Okay.
And we also partner with those who live around wherever we do the activity. Yes, so they keep an eye on whatever we do.
Okay. Okay. Before we go on, can we take a sip? Because that camera guy is there, I don't trust him. This is so nice. So let's talk about your third project.
Okay, so our third project is the Youth Empowerment Program.
But before that, why are you doing all the projects? The second one, you did it at April, right?
Yes.
Why are you doing everything in April? I mean, there are a whole lot of gardens in the country.
Yes. This will lead me
And now, more
No.
No,
No, not at all, not at all. You know, I will talk about our vision in this case. So we envision becoming one of the biggest problem-solving organizations in the country. We also envision becoming a national asset, you know, contributing to sustainable development, provoking development in any way we can. So if we say we want to be a national asset, it means we have to go across.
Yeah.
We believe charity begins at home.
Exactly.
So these are our foundations.
Okay.
You know, I can't go to Accra knowing my place is bushy or knowing my place is, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's talk about the third project.
Okay. So the third project is, as I said, the Youth Empowerment Program.
Okay.
It is devoted to providing opportunities for personal development, academic achievement, social justice, among other things.
Okay.
So it entails various activities. We have the SHS tour, we have the junior high school tour, and so we have launched the piloting activity, that is the JHS tour.
Okay.
Here, our kids are about to write their BEC, and so we thought it wise to go around some schools and inspire and empower them with some stationery in their bid to also achieve excellence in the exam.
Wow. So how do you fund all these?
Okay. We've had to fund our projects by ourselves.
Why? Aren't you registered? You're already registered, right?
Yes, we are.
And what you are doing too is, I mean, you're provoking development. So why haven't you gone for sponsorship already? And I want to say, have you tried?
We have. Okay, so let me answer that question. We actually wanted to feel the pain of investing into development.
Wow.
Yes. I would say I've had to find it myself.
Yourself?
Yes.
You have a team, right?
I have a team.
But you found yourself?
Yes, I do.
But you're doing a shot of it. Anna.
Yes, I am. The only thing I demand from my team is their commitment to achieve the goals. I do not need financial support or any other thing from them. I only need their commitment and sacrifice.
Wow.
You showing up to execute a project is all I need.
Enough.
Yes, it's enough. And it's always easy going out to look for money, asking somebody else for money. Have you ever considered putting your own money inside to feel the pain?
Wait, so do you take more than 559?
No.
You take 559?
I take 559.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and I would say this, that I've had to devote one of the allowance, like I think last month, I devoted the 559.
Oh.
Oh.
And no, how was it?
For the
See that boy?
Flower Ghana project. Yes. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Wow.
And we will say that we are a selfless organization. Yes, and so we like to also support ourselves.
But you intend going for sponsorship, right? Because you have to.
Yes.
I mean, okay. So, why did you decide to go for the name, the Brenya Foundation? Brenya is a name, right?
Yes, yes.
Why? You could have chosen any other name. Now, per se, any Nkwawodia. Could that be the reason?
May I do mine?
Okay.
Yes.
So, why did you decide to use your name for the foundation?
I've been waiting for this.
Yes.
Okay, so in our local parlance, Brenya means you have to hustle. It means no pain, no gain. We want to gain. We want to gain development. We are a developing country and we've been this way for so long. You ask yourself, how are we ever going to attain that status of a developed country? We have to hustle for it.
Exactly.
Yes. And so we are only trying to carry across the message that we want to provoke development. We want to put our state on the world map as a developed country. But we acknowledge that we have to hustle for it. I'll see a brand said in here.
Okay.
You see. So that's all. That is what the name is about.
Okay, but is your team okay with the name? Don't they feel that, like, I say, acquire entitlement, or they're okay?
We are moving with a vision, and they share in that vision.
No, are they okay with the name?
They are okay, yes. They are
all
okay.
okay
They are
with the
very okay. We have t-shirts, and we wrap the t-shirts with the Brenya
Oh, they
Foundation.
can rep it. Could be true because they're pointing, but chat nothing, no quality, and you can.
No, no.
But they are all okay,
They
right?
are all okay.
Okay.
I'll chip this in. I was working with my personal assistant sometime together with a friend. And my personal assistant, who is a new member, I recruited him not so long ago. So he was like, what does it take for your friends to join you to, undertake whatever, do whatever you're doing? I answered him, but it was what my friend said that inspired me.
Okay.
he said it wasn't just about the vision. It wasn't just about anything. Say, no, but it's about that individual, your standards, you know, how exemplary you have been, and how your friends view you. It is only by your own personal standards that someone will share in your vision. And so I've had to live an exemplary life. Not bragging, but I believe that ultimately every individual everybody should have an ultimate goal of attaining personal development.
Wow.
You know, when you embark on a journey to develop yourself, to improve upon yourself, people get to like you.
Yeah, exactly.
And they get to promote whatever agenda you have. So far as it's productive enough.
Okay.
So that is what we're doing.
Okay, so do all your members come from Ibri, or some had to come from Accra or travel elsewhere for your project?
Yes, some of them live in Medina, some at Abelimpe, among other places. So depending, when a need arises, we meet.
Do you have to pay them transportation to come?
No.
They just
They
come?
are that selfless.
Hey! Wow.
Yeah, and I believe there are lots of people like that out there, and that is what we are working with. Those are the qualities we look out for, selfless individuals.
Okay. Yeah. But this sometimes reward?
Oh, yes, we reward hard work.
Okay.
And commitment.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about your vision. What's your vision as Brenya Foundation?
Okay, so we envision becoming the biggest problem-solving organization in the country, and also becoming a national asset, contributing to sustainable development.
Hey.
Yes, we want the government to recognize that, yes, we are not sitting down comfortably in our homes and blaming them for not doing this or that. We will do our individual best to also ensure the development we want.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So, do you have any upcoming projects?
Yes, we have 3 upcoming projects. We have what we call Climate Action Project.
Okay.
We have the Youth Employment Program, and we have the BEC Excellence Awards.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. You are doing amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we move to our next segment, I want to say this. Brenya is doing what he's doing with friends. So it should tell you that you have to be careful with the kind of people around you. The people that will believe in your vision and will help you achieve your vision. These are the kind of people that you should surround yourself with. Brenya, we are proud of you.
Thank you.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Putting your own money, you are so young. Putting your own money to this, like, we are proud of you. We are moving straight to our next segment. This is called Nothing But a Tea, Nothing But a Tree. The movie is also on kind of I'm playing this game with you, so whatever I ask you, the about you, we are not catching. Okay. So you're starting. Are you ready? Okay. Relax a moment. Thank you. Crash.
Senator Rollins.
Senator Rollins. Wow. Oh, she's beautiful. Food. Because you come from a VA. Okay. Favorite hangout?
Golden Tulip.
Golden Tulip. Oh, okay. I can see. Dance.
Brennan Boys dance, that thing.
I don't know.
I forgot the name.
Forgotten the name.
Exactly.
Okay. One more.
Okay.
Memorable night.
Can I use the
Okay.
when I decided to do this?
Hey, Ofa. Well, everything about you is about your foundation.
It is.
I can see how passionate you are.
Exactly.
Keep going. We are proud of you. Okay, so your last word.
So the Brenya Foundation is here. We mean business, and we will provoke development. We believe our collective efforts always yield unprecedented results. You can look us up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, among other platforms at the Brenya Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate your presence today. I know you've been inspired. Keep doing what you're doing. Always know that you can be the best version of you and whatever you do. Thank you so much for watching today. My makeup is by Cooks at Tissue. My name is Afakuma. Please subscribe.